Now, real quick, whose idea was it as far as going out and picking the producers that were on the album?
All of us, all of us kind of came up with like, a wish list of, who we wanted to work with. And Bill dealt with Large Professor and hit him up to get tracks. I hit up Pete Rock and Premier. Dave One came through Bill. T-Ray came through Bill. Juju came through Bill. And then Necro obviously is Bill's brother, so it's like that was already a given. Like he was already doing most of our stuff at that time, so that was pretty much we everyone would just say who we want to work with, and then whoever was the closest to that person would just reach out to them and get stuff done.
That's a nice list of people to know.
Absolutely, it's funny too because that was also early on knowing them. For me, especially like Preem and Pete, it was still real. Like the relationship was new, and even Large and. It's funny because like there was issues with all of them where Large, it took forever for Bill to lock him down. I mean, it probably took like a year or so before we could actually like get the tracks, whatever.
Okay.
But finally got those. With Pete, the beat that we ended up using for him for If You Got Love on the original beat tape he gave us, you hear Pete saying the arsonist over it. He thought we were the arsonists instead of nonfiction. So like, he's like the arsonists, like in the background of the beat, and I was like, "Yo, Pete, we're nonfiction." So that was his thing. And then obviously with Preem, it's the same story everyone has. It probably took us like 5 years to get the track from him before we were able to, lock it in for the album.
Right.
But in the end, we got those, and it's funny too because. At that particular time, we were really honestly just picking producers that we were huge fans of. Mm-hmm. And then once we had the album completed, I forget, it was like one day we're just like, oh shit, like we have Large Professor, Pete Rock, and Premier. And at that particular point in 2002, it was the first time since Illmatic that those three were on the same album.
Yeah. I said that's what I was gonna say, man. I was like, wow, that's really fun. Yeah. Cool.